The Gotha 242 was a heavy transport glider used by the Luftwaffe during World War II. It was an upgrade over the DFS 230 in both cargo and troop capacity and flight characteristics. The cargo version of the glider featured a hinged rear fuselage loading ramp that could accommodate a small vehicle such as a Kübelwagen or loads of similar size and weight. Two prototypes flew in 1941 and the type quickly entered production. At the end of 1942, 253 gliders have been delivered, primarily used for freight transportation. Furthermore, the glider was tested with rockets for overloaded takeoffs. A jettisonable rack of four 48-kilogram Rheinmetall-Borsig 502 solid fuel rockets, each developing thrust for 6 seconds, was attached to the rear of the cargo compartment. These were ignited in sequence to provide a continuous thrust for 24 seconds. It is interesting to note that this RATO rocket was used with the Messerschmitt 262 jet fighter as well. The jet fighter needed at least 1,300 meters taxiing distance under the best conditions, but the German runways were often shorter than that. So the jet fighters were equipped with 2 booster rockets to shorten the runway. Under normal conditions, when the aircraft had reached a takeoff speed of 150 km per hour, the corresponding button in the cockpit was pressed. Then both solid fuel rocket boosters fired, giving the aircraft an additional thrust for a few seconds. After launch, they were simply dropped, collected, and refilled. They could be used 3 to 4 times. The Gotha 242 with the Rheinmetall RATO rockets was tested, but eventually this combination was not used operationally. A second rocket called the R-Gerät or rocket device, also used with the glider, was a liquid-fueled Walter 109-500. The 109-500 is a self-contained modular monopropellant engine in a pod able to produce 500 kilograms thrust for 30 seconds. After the fuel was expended, the pod was jettisoned and it returned to Earth by parachute, with the parachute pegged externally onto the blunt forward end of the pod. It entered service in 1942 and some 6,000 were built by Heinkel. It was used extensively on a wide range of aircraft, especially the potentially underpowered ones when heavily laden with external ordnance like the Gotha 242 and the RATO 234B bomber. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and to make sure you don't miss my future work, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.